Hello and welcome to this Sackovision tutorial on how to build a portal. I'll just give you a quick demonstration. Sackbot goes in, Sackbot comes out, and it works vice versa. Now, right, I'll take you through step by step, so that if you're on Little Big Planet you can follow on what I'm doing. Right. Now, what you will need is a entrance and an exit hole. Obviously, mine's quite large there. It's just as a demonstration. Now, what I've done down below is I've used the waterfall material and used it as a back to create the teleporter-like effect. Now, also I've placed a block of holographic material, a colour block, like so. Right, now what I've done down here is I've made all the logic already, so I can keep this tutorial short, but I will go through everything so it's easy to understand. Right, we'll start with the Sackbot. So just place a Sackbot in the level and open it up, and you'll need to place inside the Sackbot a dark blue chip saying Sackbot, a controlinator which is set to receive and is on a dark blue frequency. You will need a chip, and inside this chip you will need a sensor with teleport as the label, and that will also be in the chips on the teleporters with the tag with teleport on them, and that's a light blue colour. That's connected to a dark blue tag saying Sackbot teleporting, and also connected to this timer which is set to 0.1 seconds, and it's a count up timer, and that is then connected to this destroyer, and obviously it's your choice what the destroyer effect will be. I put shrink because I think that looks good. The sound effects I have are a happy Sackbot and a Sackbot going up, and that one is on creation, so as the Sackbot is made it will make the sound. Right, so that is the Sackbot done. So now all you need to do is capture that Sackbot. Once you've done that, you'll need to place a block of hologram, a thin block of hologram, and set the brightness to 0. On that hologram you will need a controlinator. The controlinator again being a dark blue frequency and set as a transmitter. Now, there are 3 things on this inside this controlinator. There is the tag saying player, which is dark blue. There is this chip, and inside this chip, actually I'll start with the Sackbot follower. Inside the Sackbot follower there's a simple gyroscope, just to keep everything upright and make sure nothing goes spinning off in random wild directions. And there is this follower. Now the maximum speed is set to 100, up and down movement yes, in out movement yes, 100% acceleration, and the ranges you want 0 minimum detection range and 5,000 maximum detection range. That means you can have your teleporters as far apart and they will still connect to each other. You will need to have a tag. It will need to be dark blue and labelled Sackbot. Now this NOT gate here is connected to the other chip. Now inside this chip is this sensor which is Sackbot teleporting, and this counter which is set to 1 target count. Now that NOT gate down here is attached to that counter. Now the counter is reset by a dark blue switch with a range of 5, and that is range of 5, and it's labelled sack port. And the other one can have quite a large range on it. Now also the counter is connected to a follower. The follower again is 100, yes, 100, 5000, yes to tags, dark blue with sack port follower. Now also connected to this sensor is a timer with a delay of 0.2 seconds. Now this timer is then connected to this emitter, and the emitter emits a new sackbot. Now the emitter's on the controller seat because it means you only need one emitter and you don't need to put loads of emitters which take up the thermometer. Now you need to place the sackbot here directly in front of the controller seat and the layer in front of it. So not behind like that, just in front. And that's very important. Now also on that emitter you need to set it to ignore parent velocity, 0 frequency, lifetime infinite, infinite max emitted, infinite max emitted and 1 emitted at once, and no to this one. And again, the appear effect and disappear effect are your own choosing. And now that is everything on this controller-nator. And obviously the tag there with player. Now on the teleporters themselves, it's very simple. You just have the 2 tags with light blue for teleport. Now these 2 chips are actually identical, but they are connected to each other, so I will show you where they are connected. This one here is a counter set to 1 target count. That is connected to this tag here, which says sack port, and it's a dark blue tag. This dark blue sensor here senses the player. Now that is at 3 maximum range. And this one here is a sackbot sensor. Now this sackbot sensor is same layer, and also is 12 on the maximum detection range. And right, now this sensor is attached to that counter, and vice versa, that sensor is attached to this counter. And that is actually all the attachments. So as soon as you have done all of that, obviously if you need to double check on some of the logic, just rewind the video and have a look. Just double checking this one, I believe, yes, this sensor on the sackbot is also a same layer sensor, and make sure you have that in there, otherwise it won't work properly. And that is it. So now hopefully, fingers crossed, it all works. If I have missed something, please do leave a comment. Obviously if you've liked the video, please rate and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.